Bob Pickett in the studio with Mr. Chris Young. Chris, welcome.
Thanks,
Good
man.
to see
Thanks
you.
for having
Now,
me.
the last time we visited, you were working on your very first #1 hit. Now you've got 2 #1 hits on your belt, working on your third with a song called Voices.
Absolutely, man. Just so exciting. I mean, the stuff that's happened since the last time I was sitting talking to you.
Right.
With Getting You Home going #1, it was kind of like it took 37 weeks to get up there and peak, and it was one of those things. It's like I'm sitting there going, is it ever gonna go up? And of course, at the bottom, you're like really frustrated, and at the top, you're like, it can slow down because I own the publishing. And Man, I Want to Be, amazing song, and to be able to back those 2 #1s is something that absolutely amazing. I had no idea we'd be able to do that, and such an accomplishment. And who knows what's going to happen with Voices? We're really excited about that one.
Okay, do you really have job security right now? You feel like you do? You feel better?
I feel like I got job security. I think I do.
Yeah, you were on Nashville Star also.
Long time.
How long ago was that? Yeah.
It was like 5 years ago.
Okay.
That I was on Nashville Star, and it was one of those things. It was funny because I came off Nashville Star, and I had a base of people that knew who I was from that show, and they went out and bought the record. But we didn't really have a single that did anything off that first album. So, it was kind of, when we got ready to get to the time to make another album, I was like, is RCA going to let me make another album? And huge part of RCA they did, and everybody over there really believed in what we had going on. And then, now we've had the success with this second record, and there's still a lot of people that remember me from that show. And,
right.
There's some people that don't. There's some people that don't have any idea I was on that show, but it's pretty good.
So you're picking up an entirely new fan base right now, and you've also, you were on the road with Alan Jackson. Now it's Rascal Flatts.
Yeah. Some Kelly Picklers.
Kelly Pickler. Any more big tours coming up?
I think we're actually going to be back out with Alan at the end of the year for some shows.
Wow.
I don't know if they've announced that yet, but
it's getting okay. You heard it here first, okay? So you're
please don't tell Alan Jackson.
Don't tell him. Alan may not know about it yet.
Alan, no, he knows, but I don't know. It's really exciting for me to be able to go back out with him.
Yeah.
I was talking to you just a minute ago about how much I loved being on that tour, and he's such a Hall of Fame, iconic country artist, and somebody that I listened to all my life. So it's cool to be able to say I was out on tour with him and sat up and hung with him on his bus.
And he listens to your music. To me, that's cool also.
He actually has heard my music, which is, and he didn't say it sucked. If he'd heard it and been like, wow, you're really terrible, but they want me to have you on the tour, I would have been a lot less enthused about being out there with Alan Jackson. But he was an incredible guy, and the show's incredible. He does a lot of stuff that he hasn't done in a long time, and it's just a really, really great show.
Well, what about you? Are you taking stuff from the Alan Jackson tour? Are you moving your show up a level now and everything?
We're getting ready to. There's obviously being able to move up and have the success of the songs that we've had out. It gives you the opportunity to really go out there and start going, okay, well, what can we do with our staging, and what can we do with my live show? We know there's going to be more music, but what's the other stuff we can do to really make it cool? And it's exciting to be there. I mean, it's job security. That's what that is. It's totally freedom to do what I want with my show.
It's what you've always wanted to do.
Absolutely.
Okay, now we're finally going to get this on video. When you hit #1 with your first record, you go out and you celebrate. Maybe you buy something special. Maybe you buy something special. Take it away. What did you buy?
With my first #1, I actually I found something I wanted to buy, and I texted my accountant. I was like, I'm going to go buy something. I found something I want to spend some money on, and she never texted me back, so I just went over to get it. Well, the whole time I was in the store getting it, my phone was in the car, and so my phone was just blowing up with her trying to get me. She's like, finally gets me on the phone. She's like, what did you buy? And I'm like, scratch and dent washing machine. I needed a washing machine. That's not.
Does it still work?
It still works. I still have the washing machine. It's a
got
good
to get a
washing
dryer
machine.
now for the next #1 hit to go.
No, I already had a dryer. But it was something I needed. I was having to go downstairs in the building that I was in and buy laundry detergent with like change out of one of the little things, and then wash my clothes down there. But since then we had another #1. I bought something that was a little bit cooler actually.
Right.
I actually bought a golden tea machine.
Now see, that's
from
what
the
I would
house.
get right there.
Nice.
It's used. I got it on Craigslist, but it's really cool. I like having it in the house.
So when Voices goes number one, are you already shopping Craigslist right now to decide what you're going to get?
You know what? I made fun of my dad on the Opry one night, and he was actually listening. I didn't realize that he was tuning into the show. And I kind of made fun of him because they have like 4 lawnmowers at their house and none of them work. There's like that's not actually true. Like 2 of them work. One of them works better than the other one, so it's like you don't want to get the crappy one. You have to figure out which one the good one is. So I made fun of him. I told him if I get another number one, I'm going to get him like a riding lawnmower with like racing stripes on it.
Now see, okay, and here's a proof. It's on video. We're going to send this to your dad to make sure because Voices
that'll make
will
his
go number
day.
one.
I hope so, man. I hope it does. I really love that song, and I think it's got a cool message to it and something that I haven't said with the other songs that were on this record. So
Now let's also talk about the video because if you watch the video for Voices, it's your family members.
Yeah.
Which I know that's going to be very special.
It was really cool, and I tell you what, it actually came down to about 4 days before the video shoot. They had kind of talked through the concept and what we were going to do and the treatment of the video and how we were going to do it. And I was sitting there going, man, if I'm using like a stunt family, which was the idea, I was like, I'm never going to be like allowed at Christmas anymore. So I called everybody, and I figured, since it was kind of a late notice thing, we wouldn't have too many people.
Right.
We'd just have, a couple of my core family members. We'd put them in. And like 4 people called me back. So I figured, okay, 4, we'll probably have 8. And by the time we got to shoot day, we had 25. So
everybody showed up.
Everybody showed up. They all wanted to be in the video. So it's cool. There's not going to be much opportunity for me to use my family and stuff all the time. And I told them this was it.
You didn't pay them or anything, did you?
Actually, I don't know if they get paid. I think they do.
Really?
I don't know if they know that, so really don't tell them.
Everybody's expecting a washing machine now because
everybody's going to get a washing machine. They'll have enough money to get a washing machine,
Chris Young right here in the studio with us.